Cool, so you've been on your semen retention journey for a while. You start seeing the benefits. You start, experiencing a different experience of life. People treat you differently. You feel differently. You feel more high energy. You sleep less. You feel more that you're on these highs more than these lows. And even when the lows come, you still kind of can get into a state of energy and you can still transmute a lot of these things. But I want to tell you that semen retention is not going to save your life. Semen retention is not going to save your life. I know there's many guys out there that think it is. They think, yo, this is what I needed all my life. This is what I needed all my life. Trust me, I've been on this journey for 5.5 years now. Well, let's say 5 years. I've been on this journey for 5 years. I haven't been retaining for 5 years. I've been in the know for about 5 years now about this. I've been on that journey for 5 years with many ups and downs. I'm currently married as well, so you can think what that's like. Also, eventually want to have children, you're obviously going to have to release. It's normal. Okay, the king still has to have his offspring, The mighty lion still has his babies, even though most predators don't release for most of the year. There's time when they need to reproduce. But I want to tell you that's not going to save your life. Because until you get out of your own way, nothing's actually going to change for you. Until you get out of your own way, until you stop setting all these expectations for yourself, nothing's going to get out of your own way. And that's funny because you set a goal, so you have an expectation of yourself. But you can set goals without an expectation on yourself. The only expectation that ultimately, if you're going to have any expectation, just being at peace. Your inner peace and that tranquility of yourself is the most valuable thing. That is the thing that matters so much more. But you maintain that with practices like refraining from this overconsumption, refraining from the overindulgence. Basically, when you get to a point where you stop having artificial dopamine spike your body and spike your nervous system. Stop spiking your dopamine levels with artificial inputs, such as content, such as shorts or TikTok or Instagram, all of these things. Yes, you can be on there, you can produce content on there, you can watch some videos, you can learn some things, you can do this, you can support your friends on there if you have any friends or creators or a network. You can do that, of course you can. But of course, don't let it control you. Because once it controls you, then you're in your own way again. And no matter what you're doing, no matter if you're doing SR or you're retaining your life force, until you get out of your own way, that'll then open the doors for you. Because semen retention is not going to save your life. You, the person that saves your life. You are the person that does the practice of retaining your life force, of retaining your seed. So you're not consistently releasing and letting it go, letting your life force, all of that energy, in a biological sense, all of that energy, letting it off into where? Into nothingness. So this is where we're at. Do your SR, be on your journey of this. Of course, do that. And then be sure to get out of your own way. You're going to be on SR and think, man, why are more females not talking to me? Man, why is the female attraction not working? Man, why am I not making all of this money and attracting these opportunities, even though I'm coming on to 14 days or 15 days or whatever? It's because you're still in your own way. You're still not allowing yourself to have the ultimate experience. Because actually, the ultimate experience is actually your peace, as I said. Your inner world being a place of peace. As it says in the Bible, the kingdom of heaven is within you. So, how do you want to express heaven today? Because that's what you are doing. All of these scriptures telling us that the ultimate kingdom, the ultimate peace is within you. So how are you going to live that today? How are you going to express it? How are you going to be a representative figure for your own kingdom, for your own inner kingdom? The kingdom of heaven is within you. How are you going to be a representative individual for your own heaven? Because there's a correspondence. As within, so without. So as we feel within, so we see without. The external world is a reflection of your internal state. Whatever you are experiencing within you is going to be reflected by the outer world. And the outer world is teaching you lessons and showing you a reflection to see on parts of yourself that, yo, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I shouldn't be this particular way. If I'm someone that's quick to anger, I'm going to experience situations that are going to anger me and frustrate me to show me how to integrate those situations. If I'm someone that is quick to frustration, I'm going to be put in situations of frustration so that I can see myself, so that I can finally, someone can hold the mirror to my face. And that's how we're going to learn to get out of our own way. We're going to start taking notes. Start taking notes of what you are experiencing in your life. When are moments when you're frustrated or angry or sad, or something evokes some emotion to you, because the emotions that you feel is actually a language. It's actually the language of how the universe is speaking to you, because you're speaking to yourself. It's you in verse. It's you in the mirror. So whatever emotions arise in you is actually you talking to yourself. It's actually you showing a part of yourself to you. It's you holding a mirror to yourself. That is what happens when we experience these emotions. We take a message from them. We learn from them. So when it comes up, we can take the lesson and then we can integrate. Because that's the whole point. It's not about escaping the emotion or overcoming the emotion, silencing the emotion, indulging in the emotion. It's about integrating the emotion, because integration means learning. And learning is wisdom. And that is stored within the body. That is stored within the mind. So when the body is producing a particular set of chemicals and experiences and releasing maybe cortisol or releasing particular feel-good hormones, it's going to evoke some type of emotion. And that's great, because that's learning. So when you start seeing emotions as a language of learning, you then learn more about yourself, because you're willing to do so. So start taking notes of the things that are changing in your life. Start taking notes of the things that are happening in your life. See when you are frustrated, see when you're angry, and take note of that thing, because everything is a reflection of you. Everything is a reflection of God Himself. By judging others, you're judging you. Because everything is a perfect creation that God made. So I'm not God, so I'm a creation of God. So I don't judge God's creations, no matter what it is. This is how we start to get out of our own way. Semen retention is not going to save your life until you get out of your own way. Until you start taking notes of your own life. Not of the videos you watched, not of all the techniques, but until you start taking notes of your own life to learn yourself, so that you can see when you are in your own way. So today, ask yourself, how can I take lessons from my experiences to see where I'm getting in my own way? Have a good day.